welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I kind of am filming from a different angle. You can see my backdrop and my dresser. That's the dresser that my friend Allison and I restored. We sanded down the whole thing, went through like 7 layers of paint to get it down to that bare wood, and then we put like a whitewash on it. So if you're interested in seeing that like time-lapse video, leave a comment below. But if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I just do whatever I feel like on YouTube. I mostly do makeup videos because I feel like that's like the easiest structure, but I like to talk about like different things, different current events that are happening in my life, and I like to, you know, stay pretty positive with all my advice that I give. I try not to like give too much advice because we're not always the best at taking our own advice. But anyways, I switched up the angle today because I have natural light to the left of me. Normally I'm filming this way and I get like a shadow cast. So today I decided just to film from this angle, and I'm going to do a cute little quarantine makeup look. That's all that we have to do is quarantine makeup looks. Honestly, today I decided to get up, take a shower, have my coffee, braid my hair, and just kind of try and treat it like as normal of a day as possible, like a normal weekend. So I already have my CBD face moisturizer on. I'm gonna mist myself real quick with my rose water, just to give myself some extra dewiness. And we're gonna do a cute little like kind of bare face, but I have all the same tools, but you know, you can never really create the same thing. It's like, you know, stepping in a river. You can never step in a river the same way twice or whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna use the NYX Bear With Me Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil Primer just to give a little bit more shine, and just going all over my face with that. It just feels good to do like a face of makeup, to feel like you have something to do, you know? Okay, now that's down. We're gonna go in with the concealer. Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. It's my only concealer that I have. In case you're wondering why she doesn't switch up her products, it's because I just use the products that I have. I'm not gonna go buy new stuff just to like make a video. So we're gonna blend this out with my little sponge. Okay, so that's all blended out. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick. Just taking my $1 billion brow brush, combing through. If you don't like to do anything to your brows, I honestly am right there with you. I really don't like to do my eyebrows at all, but just giving them a little comb through and then maybe setting them with like brow setter or whatever, it honestly like makes all the difference. Just making those hairs go all the same way. And then I'm going through with my pencil. I'm gonna bring some hairs more towards the inner corner of my eye and then come back out, just doing little tiny strokes. My eyebrows really do need to be plucked, but no one really cares right now, so that's where we're going with that. That might be too fake of height. I don't know. On camera it doesn't look that bad, but in my mirror you can totally tell they're like strokes. I might go through with a powder and just make it look a little bit more natural. Okay, now I'm gonna comb through those again just to kind of blend everything together and give it all a nice even shape. Not bad, yeah? Okay, I'm gonna take my little, I think in my first Kelsey J Get Ready With Me, CoverGirl Color Mattes. Guys, I can't read it says Color Mates. So CoverGirl Color Mates. I think it's CoverGirl. I don't know. It's just like, I think it's just actually called Color Mates. I honestly don't know where I got this, but it has a nice like, you know, 2-color brow powder in there. And I like the little itty bitty brush it comes with. I'm just gonna go through and make those hairs not as waxy looking, I guess. Fill it in with a powder. I'm using the lighter one, the lighter brown. I used to only use a brow powder. I've since switched to the pencil. I think I go back and forth. You do your makeup different, like with the seasons, you know? Like in the winter time, I don't really do much of a brow. And I'm just setting that with my NYX Bear With Me Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil Brow Setter. I think today's look actually is gonna be more like brow heavy. Cute. Okay, and we're gonna take some foundation. I haven't worn foundation literally in a minute. I'm gonna do one pump, and then on the other side of my hand, I'm gonna do another pump, and that's where I'm gonna make my cream contour using my pigment that I got from China. I'm gonna use this brush to mix it. I don't know. I'm just kind of like doing whatever I feel like right now. This is like a little face painting brush that I have. It's like flat. I like that brush for a nose contour. I like went right up in where my eyebrow begins, and then I brought it down, and it's a good shape and size to just follow that contour, that nose contour, you know? I'm gonna give myself a little button, and then a little bit around here, and we'll go, let's see, we got our cheeks. Should we do a jaw? We'll go on the jaw a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Next, we're going to take our beauty sponge and our just regular foundation, whatever it is, and we're gonna blend all that together because we want to lift as much as possible. And I'm probably gonna run out of my normal foundation color, so I'm gonna give myself an extra spritz or extra pump, whatever. And I'm taking what's left over on my hand for my contour, and I'm just defining my cheekbone a little bit more, coming more in towards the temple, the hairline. I didn't spray down my sponge before because I'm okay if the product gets a little absorbed by the sponge, because then I can just blend and blend and blend and blend and blend and blend, and everything will be okay. It's always okay. Everything is always okay. We will be fine. Now I'm gonna go back in with my foundation to just brighten up some of those areas that I contoured, like my inner corner. I'm gonna go back on my nose just a tad, and then we'll go a touch on the forehead, and I think right here will be fine. And onto my eyelid, and after this we're gonna set so I don't get any creases. And we're bringing all of that just down to the neck. It's getting to be that time of year where I'm gonna need a new foundation color. Not quite yet. I've been wearing lots of sunscreen, but it's just so insane how quickly the year flies by. Now taking a little bit of translucy goosey in the cap. I'm going to set my under eyes, and then we will go from there. I'm not using a bunch of setting powder. I'm using a good amount to where I can just kind of pack it on, and then I blend after that. Like pack, 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 and then I sweep. And just a little bit in my smile lines, and some just right above my eyebrows and my upper lip. My upper lip always gets so sweaty. And we'll take some on my chin too. Cute. Next, I'm going to wipe off my leg. What should I do next? Bronzer? Does that sound good? Yeah, I think a little bit of bronzer sounds good. And taking my angled bronzer brush and my little hula, we're going to, I've been seeing a lot of people just dabbing their bronzer lately, so I think I'm gonna try that trick out rather than doing the sweepy sweep, you know, that everybody likes to do, the wah, wah, wah. I'm gonna do some dabby dab bronzer today. Stippling motions, just kind of coming out of my hairline and following the natural shape of my face. And I'm kind of coming down here, but I'm gonna do the sweepy motion down here. So what has everybody's go-to quarantine activity been besides and being on your phone or like being on the computer? Like, what's one thing that you've learned about yourself that you really like, or a certain food that you really like, a certain food that you've become really good at cooking, any sort of activity like cross stitching, or like, you know, what have you guys been up to? What is the hot gossip? Stupid. Cute. I like that. Still got some dewiness, but we're nice and chiseled. And I'm gonna bring some color into my face using Ice Cream Truck is Back. I caught him yesterday. $4 for 2 ice creams, but whatever. I support him. This is it's like, I've had it for a long time. It's called Wet n Wild Color Icon, and it's fantastic plastic pink. This is one of my favorite blushes. It's got kind of like a shimmer to it. You see the glitter in it, but I just love that like bright, hot bubblegum Barbie pink, and I freaking get it all on my brush. But we're gonna, and then right on just like the apples of my cheeks, I'm gonna do something like that. Everybody has been doing the over the nose blush lately, which is cute. I'm not knocking it, but I like to try different things, you know. It was different for a while for me, but now it's like, okay, I'm over it. Let's do something else now. So I'm just kind of keeping that blush just like in the middle of my cheeks. I've seen Katie say she puts it like almost directly underneath her eye to give more of a lift on your cheekbones, which is really cute. So I like that look. It's very flushed, young and youthful. Now I'm gonna do some eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna use my Naked oldie but goodie today. I wasn't really in the makeup scene when this came out, but I was in an Urban Decay promo for their like Naked Smoky palette, and they gave us all like a bunch of makeup. So I still have this one, but it's almost like these two are almost done. Obviously Virgin and Sin were my 2 favorites, but let's go with a little, I'm gonna start with Naked. It's just like this brown, and we're gonna go all over the crease. Well, not all over, sorry, just defining the crease, because it gives a very nice, like, almost like that fox eye that you're seeing, like all these trends, like it kind of like gives that illusion because it's a natural color. Funny how everybody is all into being natural now. You know, that's what happens when you like can't go out and get your nails done and get your hair done and get your eyelashes and tan done, all that stuff. Like, I'm glad everybody's kind of just like living as themselves. It's how we were meant to be. To each his own. You do you, boo. If you want to do that, do it. I do not give a shit. It does not affect me in one way or another, whether or not you get your eyelashes done. But I know it affects you, so I'm trying to be sympathetic. Anyways, keeping that Naked color more towards the outer corner. I am sweeping it across the lid as well, but I'm kind of feathering it out like a cat, like a little cat eye, and then coming in. Pretty. Next, I'm gonna go in with Buck, this darker brown, and we're just gonna define that outer corner a little bit more. So keeping most of the product on the outer corner and then coming in, going up to the crease and just making it look all catty or foxy, if you want to call this a fox eye. I don't know. I really don't know where that trend came from. Feels like I've been doing that for forever, but maybe it's new to other people. So I figured, why not do like a copycat fox eye? Copy fox eye? I don't know. Next, I'm just gonna, with my other side of my brush, I'm gonna go into, let's go to Hustle. It's this deep one right here. And I'm gonna take that just all along my lash line. Not all along my lash line, just like going halfway in and like smoking that little lash area. And I just go like, okay, so here's how I measure. I have the outer corner of my eye. If I'm looking like straight directly in the camera or in the mirror, I go until my eye starts to curve. Where that curve is, where my outer iris is, that's where I try to follow that line. So it just kind of makes like a Fibonacci sequence in my eye, if you know what the Fibonacci sequence is. I love you and we should be friends. So yeah, I basically just stop where I start to get that curve. And then I'm gonna come up a little bit to give myself more of a lift. And that just like smoked out my lash line just a touch. Sometimes the dogs are like so good when I'm in here filming, and then other times they just like don't wanna shut up. So anyways, I'm doing the same on the other eye, smoking it out with that Hustle color, going until the outer part of my iris and just smoking that lash. And then we're gonna come up as well just to give it like a little wing moment-ish, but not necessarily a wing. Okay, cute. You see how I like pulled it out a little bit, and then I also like made it, I like kind of blew out the lash line a little bit so it's not as stark of a line, you know, but we still have that like smoky lash look. Cute. So now I'm going to use a little bit, taking my little itty bitty face painting brush, I'm going to use some Half Baked, which is this like gold in the palette, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Okay, so I just used that gold to brighten up the inner corner a little bit, and now I'm going to use Smog, which is right next to that Half Baked. Smog is right here. And I'm going to just very, very lightly outline the outer corner of my bottom lashes. Actually, I'm gonna bring it to the center. Finishing off, I'm gonna use some of this CoverGirl waterproof. I'm just like taking the tiniest bit on my lower lash line, like the tiniest bit. I don't like a lot underneath my eyes because it always makes them look a lot smaller. So that is that. I have an eyelash right here. Should I make a wish? Okay, now finishing with, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. I know you're not supposed to do this when you've already put on mascara, but whatever. Okay, so after De-Slick, I'm gonna do some highlight, and then I think this will be, no, I have to put on a lip and then we'll have a finished look. So taking my little fan brush and my Ofra highlighter, literally my go-to highlighter. I have a couple other ones, but I don't really use them that much. Now I'm just going to give a little sparkle right there and a little sparkle. We need some more. A little sparkle right there, and we'll go on my nose. I like this look where it's like in between, like on the bridge of your nose. I like that. That's cute. All right, and for the lip, we're going to use the Palladio Spice. And just like slightly overlining, like just a touch. Okay, and she's ready to hang out in quarantine. So anyways, love you guys. I hope you like this like new angle. Maybe I'll see if I can like move my backdrop and make it look like somewhat decent, but honestly, who gives a shit? I hope you like this video. If you're interested in watching more of me, go ahead and subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope everybody is just like staying positive. No, I hope everybody is doing what they can to better themselves during this quarantine period, and I hope you're enjoying the free time. I hope you're learning new skills. I hope you're teaching yourself things, whether it's doing a puzzle or doing a dot-to-dot or coloring an adult coloring book. I hope you are bettering yourself. Sorry, my memory card filled up as soon as I was doing my outro, but I love you guys and thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye! Zergy! Following the shape. We sanded down the whole thing. If a little bit of product gets sucks, copycat.